Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this Wednesday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, sports, and so much more. I'm your host, Glenora Shipura. Getting into the news tonight, watch as Prosecutor General Advocate Martha Imalwa speak at the opening of the National Stakeholder Forum on Wildlife Protection and Law Enforcement. Elaine Smith was there and gave this video.
Also aware that environmental crime, including wildlife crime, resulting in money laundering, are among the top crimes that have been listed as major concern in our national risk assessment. We are also aware that wildlife in Namibia has become a serious concern that threatens our national heritage and damages our environment. It is therefore crucial and practical that put our heads together as law enforcement agencies and our friends locally and globally, and coming up with new techniques, innovations, which we need.
In our next story, Pedro Muyo Yeta, Secretary for Political and International Affairs of the Namibian National Students Organization, encourages the youth to participate in the upcoming elections. Remo Dengenje reports.
To the young people in this country, it's an election year. Let's look forward to voting, because your absence to register to vote means that you are basically giving away your democratic right to make a choice or a decision on the affairs of the governance of this country. So let us all register, let us participate in the national election, just like how we as young Nanso Lions are happy and excited to participate in our Congress elections. Let us all as young people in Namibia participate in the national and presidential elections slated for November this year. I thank you.
Still on the upcoming elections, the Electoral Commission of Namibia Regional Electoral Officer for Oshana Region, Amon Oiva Haimbangu, said that they have so far registered 52,000 eligible voters. The voters' registration started on the 3rd of June and will conclude on the 1st of August 2024. Haimbangu said this number is way below their expectations, given that there are only a few days left before registration ends. Oshana has a total of 229 registration points for registration. Haimbangu called on eligible Namibians to register in their respective constituencies to ensure their participation in the upcoming national elections. We urge people to register while there is time to avoid last-minute things, as there won't be an extension, he said. Registration is taking place from Monday to Saturday between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. You can read more on these stories in the Namibian Sun tomorrow. On the other side of the break, we'll be taking a look at our story of the day. Before we take a look at our story of the day, let's conclude our top stories. The first statue of Chairman Mao Zedong outside China was unveiled this morning at the Chairman Mao Zedong High School in Ochomwise by Education Minister Anna Ngipondoka, with members of Chinese and Namibian diplomatic corps present. Jemima Dembele was there and gave this video.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the climax of the activity of today, which is the unveiling of the statue of Chairman Mao Zedong which is signifying the historical and continuing ties between China and Namibia.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. There we have the great tunes of the chairman. I think I know
Getting into our story of the day, Luderitz Waterfront Company CEO Fluxman Samuel says he does not want to leave the public enterprise he is entrusted to run in a bad state. He says CEOs and MDs should be tasked with service delivery. Samuel made the comments at the Public Enterprise CEO Forum currently underway. Let's take a look at how that went.
I, for one, would not want to go down in history as the one who have run down the Luderitz Waterfront. I want to make it clear publicly. And I think that is the same position of all of us as colleagues. We have been given important responsibility. There are many other Namibians who could occupy this position that we now have. So good leadership has proven that it is not so much about in what shape, form, nature we take over public enterprises as CEOs. But what is key is your foresight, your ability to bring about positive change, working closely with your team, and the support that you get from your board as you navigate around difficult challenges.
Now, a brand new high-technology water purification plant is currently being built in Tsumeb. After the break, we take a look at how that goes.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhh.com.na.
Getting into our community talk, after prolonged problems with tap water quality in Tsumeb, a brand new high-technology water purification plant is currently being built in the town. Here, Thomas Seifert from Aquarius Consult and Malcolm Dilly from Nafasi Water Namibia expand on the much-needed project. Let's take a look.
Hi, good day. My name is Thomas Seifert. I'm from Aquarius Consult. We are the process engineers and principal agents on the Tsumeb water treatment plant, the new plant that is being constructed here. The contract was awarded to Nexus Nafasi JV on 4 May 2024, and the project is intended to be completed by 30 October 2024. So what are you getting here? You're getting a new water treatment plant capable of treating up to 400 cubic meters per hour peaks and 300 cubic meters per hour average. It takes water from the boreholes, which is currently untreated, and it removes cryptosporidium, which are microspores, microbial organisms in the water, and it will remove hardness. So magnesium calcium scaling on your heating elements will be removed, so you will no longer have issues on your shower heads, on your kettles, on your heating elements basically. The water will be safe, absolutely safe for human consumption afterwards. There will be absolutely no microorganisms in the water. and you won't have any more scamming. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Malcolm here from Nafasi,
Yeah.
who's the specialist M&E contractor. Malcolm.
Thank you. Yeah. My name is Malcolm Deely. I'm the senior project manager for Nafasi Namibia, Water Namibia. So we, as a company, we do a whole lot of different water treatment projects throughout Namibia. We're currently known best for operating the large desalination plant, Swakopmund, that feeds the mines and Swakopmund Dam water. And we are now branching out to complete different projects throughout Namibia. On this project, we are the specialist mechanical and electrical contractor. We're in a JV with Nexus, we'll basically be doing the design. We're responsible for the full design of the plant, procurement, installation and commissioning, and then final handover to the client.
Excellent. And will the plant be able to supply the whole town?
Yes, it's sized for the entire town supply. The water is treated up front of the Tapa Dam reservoir, which is your final central location from where water is spread throughout the network.
And what are you doing now? What stage are you at?
So we're in the construction phase. As you can see, it's still a bit rough here. The Nexus, the civil contractor, is busy building the building basically for the plant, after which the M&E contractor will come and put his mechanical, electrical equipment in there.
And what kind of equipment will you be bringing to here?
So we'll be starting off with a large reservoir, 2,100 cubes of water storage. After that, we're going into sand filtration, 8 large vessels, 2 meters in diameter. So, and then after that, we're looking at ion exchange filters, 3 of them, that is responsible for removing your magnesium, your calcium, your hardness ions, that we better known as calc. Yeah, and then after that, we'll be installing a UV along with hydrogen peroxide dosing, just for killing off the cryptosporidium. And then finally, we'll be doing chlorination for the free chlorine within the network.
And what's the project worth?
The contract amount is 36 million and some change. That will be adjusted as we go along. That includes a few contingencies. There's 10% contingencies in the project value for unforeseen stuff that happens along the way. But the total project is 36 million.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Manufacturing tops Namibia's exports in May. In our economic news, we expand on this. To stay tuned.
Tickets are now live. Watch Namibia versus Portugal live at the Dr. Hage Geingob Stadium on the 13th of July 2024 at 3 p.m. Save this number 085 785 6221 and WhatsApp #NRU to purchase your tickets online. Or simply scan the QR code.
Getting to our economic news, the Namibia Statistics Agency reveals that in May 2024, the manufacturing industry was the leading sector for the country's exports, contributing goods valued at $6.3 billion Namibian. This comes as Namibia's cumulative export amounted to $44.7 billion Namibian in May 2024, higher when compared to $42.4 billion Namibian registered during the same period of the previous year. The Merchandise Trade Statistics Bulletin shows that this represents 66.5% of the total exports for the month, with the industry seeing an increase of $1 billion compared to the previous month. The mining and quarrying industry came in second position with a share of 28.2% of the total exports in May 2024. Exported goods from this industry decreased by $1.1 billion Namibian when compared to the previous month, the report reveals. Furthermore, the agriculture, forestry and fishing industries ranked third, contributing 4.5% of the total export of goods. Meanwhile, the demand side was largely dominated by products from the manufacturing industry, with an import bill of $8.6 billion Namibian recorded in May 2024, a slight increase of 2.5% when compared to April 2024. In second position was the mining and quarrying industry, which stood at $3.9 billion Namibian during the month under review, an increase of $59 million Namibian when compared to the preceding month, the bulletin shows. Lastly, agriculture, forestry and fishing industries occupied the third position, with imports valued at $305 million Namibian during the month under study. This comes as in May 2024, Namibia's exports stood at $9.4 billion Namibian and imports at $12.8 billion Namibian, resulting in the country's trade deficit of $3.3 billion Namibian dollars. That concludes our economic news. Let's take a look at what's happening with the financial indicators. The Namibian dollar trades against the British pound at 23.38, against the euro at 19.82, against the US dollar at 18.34, 2 Namibian dollars and 52 cents gets you 1 Chinese yuan. On the commodities market, gold, copper and platinum went up, while Brent crude oil went down at 0.02%, trading at $87 and 22 cents per barrel. In international news, after the break, Hurricane Beryl bears down on Jamaica as the death toll rises to at least 7.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Hurricane Beryl neared Jamaica as a powerful Category 4 storm on Wednesday after flattening homes and devastating agriculture on smaller islands in the Eastern Caribbean, killing at least 7 people and creating Armageddon-like conditions on Grenada. At around 5 a.m. EDT, the hurricane was about 300 kilometers east-southeast of the Jamaican capital of Kingston, according to the U.S. National Hurricane Center, packing maximum sustained winds of 230 kilometers per hour. Beryl is expected to bring life-threatening winds and storm surge to Jamaica on Wednesday and the Cayman Islands on Wednesday night and Thursday, the Hurricane Center said in an advisory. A hurricane warning is in effect for both places. Hurricane conditions are expected to reach the coast of Jamaica about midday local time, with tropical storm strength winds beginning in the late morning, making outside preparations difficult or dangerous, it said. In the capital, Kingston, cars lined up at gas stations as people filled additional containers with fuel. Residents stocked up on water and other essential supplies and boarded up shops and houses. That concludes our international news. On the other side of the break, we take a look at our weather predictions.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
Let's take a look at our weather predictions for tomorrow. Katima Mulilo can expect a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius with sunny weather conditions, while Lenana can expect partly cloudy conditions with a minimum of 13 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius. The capital city can expect a minimum of 8 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 24 degrees Celsius. Handys Bay can expect a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius, while Rehoboth can expect a minimum of 5 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 23 degrees Celsius. Both towns expecting sunny weather conditions. On the other side of the break, Ari Hogart will be bringing us the latest in the world of sports.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhom.na.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer first. Euro 2024 continues. It's almost set who will play in the quarterfinals, and the latest games was played in the group of 16, the round of 16, and it was Turkey that beat Austria by 2-1 for them to advance to the quarterfinals. And it is Demirel that scored early. There was a goal in the first minute and also in the 59th minute for Turkey, and then it was Austria that came back late in the game, but it is Turkey that go through, and they will play against the Netherlands. The Netherlands are way too strong for Romania, beating them by 3-0 and establishing themselves as one of the favourites going into the quarterfinals. It was a substitute, Donayel Mellon, that scored twice for Netherlands. That was in the 83rd and also in the 93rd minute. And it is Saturday, this coming Saturday, that Turkey will play against the Netherlands, and that game will be played at 9 p.m. That is on Saturday. That is a quarter-final game. Going on to Wimbledon tennis, it is still week 1. Already there was a big upset in the women's side of the draw. It was the defending champion, that is Marketa Vondrousova. She's out of the tournament in the first round, and after winning last year, she lost this year in the first round against Jessica Monteiro of Spain, and the score there was 6-4 and 6-2, and Monteiro is the world number 83, so it was a big surprise. Also in the women's side of the draw, number 1 seed Iga Swiatek safely through. A potentially tough game for her, playing against Sonia Kinnan of the USA. Kinnan is a former major winner, but it was Swiatek that won 6-3 and 6-4 to advance to the second round. And also number 4 seed Elena Rybakina, she safely through to the next round, beating Elena Rose by 6-3 and 6-1. Then on to the men's side of the draw, Novak Djokovic, he won, that is his first round game against Vit Kopriva. He won comfortably 6-1, 6-2 and 6-2. That's good news for him. He had recently knee surgery, and he played with a brace on his knee, but he seems to be doing well in the first round and is through to the second round. Also, Alexander Zverev, the number 4 seed, is safely through to the next round, beating Roberto Biano of Spain, and the score there was 6-2, 6-4 and 6-2. And also 11 seed, that is Stefanos Tsitsipas, one of the early favourites, also through to the second round. And to close off today's international sports news, it is cycling news. It is the Tour de France, the biggest elite cycle tour of the year taking place. It was stage 4, and it was Tadej Pogačar that won the stage. He did well with 20 kilometers to go on the Col du Calvaire. It is a big climb that he broke away, and he won the stage by 35 seconds with Remco Evenepoel second, and then Jonas Vingegaard 37 seconds behind the winner. Those 3 names are probably the favorites to win the tour, that is Tadej Pogačar, Remco Evenepoel and Jonas Vingegaard. In the general classifications, it is Tajes Pogacar now leading. His combined time is 19 hours, 6 minutes and 38 seconds. That's after 4 stages. And it is Remco Evenepoel that is 45 seconds behind him on the general classifications. And then it is Jonas Vingegaard following them by 50 seconds behind Tajes Pogacar. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
And with that, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Thank you for joining Sunset News on this beautiful Wednesday evening. Don't forget that Sunset News screens on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25 Monday to Thursday at 7:30 p.m. I am Glenora Shipura. Until next time.